I've just received this very large box direct from the US, and it seemed like a really fortuitous and timely arrival, since inside should be the Franklin Mint Princess Diana doll and lots of accessories. Considering how close we are to the coronation, the King's coronation, thought it was a great opportunity to talk about this doll. First thing I can see as I fully open the box is the wardrobe case here that goes with her. And as you can see, it has imprinted in metal this really nice logo, Diana, Princess of Wales. It's a very luxury feel, and a lot of the Franklin Mint items do have that really nice feel. You can see the outside of the case as well, which has like a leather look. Everything's got this blue tone to it, which is the colour scheme. Now, since most items that I buy are secondhand, these are older items, the condition and the packaging can vary a bit. You would have seen as I took those out that there was just a little bit of bubble wrap in the box protecting them. And we'll notice when we open the case, I did show that just for a sec, that everything's kind of loose in there. So just be aware that when you get something secondhand, the way the seller chooses to package it may not always really protect it that well. You can see that we've got 5 brand new outfits here in box. There is quite a bit of wear to these. I don't mind that, since personally I'm a deboxer, but some people who are buying these as collectibles, they might. Now, with the Princess Diana outfits, we can see we've got a variety here. The thing with Franklin Mint, I've had a few Franklin Mint items, is, well, there's a few things. First of all, the shoes that the outfits come with are honestly pretty forgettable. They're really just cast pieces of plastic. They don't do much other than match the outfit, and personally I do change those if I can. That said, the other accessories are just fabulous. Have a look at that tiny watch that comes with this outfit, as well as some cute earrings. And although this is quite a simple set, you can see its construction is really nicely made. We've got some buttons on the shirt. They don't really work. It does have snaps, but to be honest, I prefer that. It can be very hard to get clothing on if the buttons are the closure. Not too much to see in that one. We won't look at all of them, but there's just a few to highlight. I know this one is fairly popular because it comes with this beautiful hat that's really nicely shaped. It's got like that fan detail on it. If you have a look again, the jewellery is always fabulous with the Franklin Mint outfits. We've got a really nicely tailored suit. Again, the Princess Diana stuff is relatively simple, but it is all modelled on and designed to replicate real outfits that she wore. So in that way, it's really, you know, it's quite lovely in the way it's done. I really like this set here because although, again, you know, relatively simple, comes with 2 nice outfits, 2 full outfits that she could wear. So a sort of singlet under top with shorts, a jacket and pants, and obviously you can mix and match those. So she could wear the singlet underneath the jacket and pants, or she could, you know, wear them separately. These outfits will also all fit Robert Tonner dolls. I'll show a comparison of their body once I get Diana out of the box. Again, we've got some others. I'll just open up this one just to show the jewellery again, because we've got super cute details in there with the cross and the pearl necklace. And these shoes, although they're still cast in plastic, they are a little bit fancier, a little bit more detailed than some of the others to go with that outfit. The case has a nice snap that's really easy to open, and the lid just flips up. As I said, I noticed that everything was sort of loose in the box. If I were selling this doll and shipping her myself, I would have wrapped the doll in bubble wrap and done something to stop the drawers falling out, but not all sellers do the same. So so long as they arrive in okay condition, that's fine. We can see we've got 4 drawers. This section here will be the right shape to fit the doll, and I can slip Diana in there now so we can see, whoops, we can see how she looks in there. So she slots into that bit. The drawers, there are 4 working drawers. Each of them has a little handle. Again, that's real metal, and I didn't mention that the case outside is made of real wood. It makes it fairly heavy, but it is very durable. I have seen cases made for some dolls that just break fairly quickly, but this one shouldn't. You can see the seller has put some of the small items into some of the drawers, so we'll take those out so we can have a look at the outfit. Diana is currently dressed in this black gown. Now, I know that that's not the original dress this doll was sold in, so I will be changing her into that a bit later. This one here, this blue suit, this should be the original outfit, so hopefully we've got all the pieces in here. We've also got, looks like 3 more outfits, hopefully complete in here, but we'll find out. So there are 5 more outfit sets, plus Diana herself, who you can see in the middle there. Each of the outfit sets, well, I've got 3 out of the 5, and the ones in the box will each come with one of these. Comes with a little booklet that shows the details. So this one is the white lace gown. Each has quite a simple name, just defining what it looks like. The booklet is essentially a certificate of authenticity. It's a nice idea, but I do wish there was a photo of the gown on it. As it is, to be honest, I feel that's a little bit inessential. The outfits themselves, just like the ones in the box, they come with these really simple plastic molded shoes that don't really do anything special, but they are, I guess they match the gown. The ones for the blue velvet gown are missing, but otherwise they look pretty much complete. I've got all those other shoes. Just like the ones we saw in the box, the jewellery is really the thing that draws me the most. That is just fabulous. So they each come with this really nicely sculpted, well-made jewellery set that is unique to the gown and adds to its styling. I am presuming that these do model the real jewellery that Diana would have worn when she wore this outfit. So this one has a beautiful crown. We might put that one on her at the end as if she was at the coronation herself. But all of the jewellery that comes with these sets is really beautiful. Struggling to get that one in focus to show the jewel that it comes. There it is, that matches the outfit. The blue suit, which is what she would have been dressed on originally, this doll has some nice accessories with lots of little features. The bag has such a cute lock mechanism. Obviously it isn't the real working one, it's got a snap, but it's still really lovely, and it has the flower bunch as well. The doll herself, if we look at her, she actually has a very realistic body. You may or may not like that as a fashion doll collector. And note that Franklin Mint are not very well known for their fashion dolls. In fact, they have a lot of other collectibles they produce, you know, plates and porcelain dolls and so on. Fashion dolls are not as well known. These are called their vinyl portrait collection. They each model famous women, usually from history. And they look, as I said, they're not terribly well known, but their bodies, in some ways, they're fantastic. They're very realistic. They look much more like a human. than some of the other dolls that I have shown. But at the same time, they're very basic. She only has very simple jointing, and she just doesn't, you know, it's not that beautiful form figure. One thing I don't like at all is how she has printed on the side these details. So that tells us who she is, and it's, you know, like her authenticity. But it's very ugly on her, and they all have that kind of printing. If we move to her face, she's quite a good likeness. And I think she is, you know, if you're a Diana fan, she is quite a good collectible to have. That said, my criticism of the Franklin Mint dolls is that they are very factory painted looking. There's no hand painted details in there. It's very straight, clean and plasticky looking, kind of like a Barbie. Not that there's necessarily anything wrong with Barbies, but you know, with this sort of realistic doll, we're sort of moving away from that idea. Her hair is a wig. It can be removed and replaced, but obviously this one is a likeness of what Princess Diana's real hair was like at that time. At this point, it's great to do a bit of a comparison here with another Franklin Mint body. So this one comes from Julia, the Roman Empress. The interesting thing, because I've heard this about Franklin Mint dolls, is that the bodies are all unique. None of them are the same size. And so the clothes are not going to be as good a fit on one doll as on another. And you can see with Julia how much larger her bust is. That's the first thing that jumps to my mind. Diana's is much more realistic. Julia has a very distinctive bust. She's also got a much narrower waist. I think she is a later body. I think Princess Diana is an earlier release. So this body has a few other features. The elbows and the knees do bend. It's not a lot. It's not like on a truly posable fashion doll, but they do bend a little bit. Whereas Diana, she has solid, hard limbs. And for many collectors, that would be an issue. It's hard to tell in the lighting that I have, but Diana is a little bit paler in colour as well. And the reason I mention that is because one thing that I have found with Franklin Mint dolls is that the heads fit really perfectly on Tonna bodies. So the reason I have Julia's body here is that I have moved her head onto a Robert Tonna Tyler body. It's a perfect fit, and the colour match is, well, you really can't tell any difference at all. Diana is a tiny bit paler, so it might be harder to get a really perfect match with her. Now, although you may love the Diana body and not want to change her, I do personally really like the posing ability of the Tonna body and its perfect fit in so many clothes. But I also wanted to show that Julia is wearing her original Franklin Mint outfit, and it is a perfect fit even on the Tonna body.